For the past 2 years, I've had the chance and the privilege on this channel to share my life on video with you guys. Sometimes I talked about the life of artists, some other times I did videos where I talked about the business side of doing 3D. Some other times I just shared little adventures that I was having when traveling around because of my job or because of a simple holiday. Well, today it's going to be one of those videos. Ciao papà, senti, sto pensando, ti andrebbe di venire in Islanda con me?
Ok, compri tu I biglietti?
The adventure was about to begin. The last week of August 2018, my dad and I took a plane from Milan, Italy to Reykjavik and decided to spend a week traveling all around Iceland. The flight was at 11 at night Italian time, landing in Iceland at 2 AM local time. This was perfect because it meant that we would have slept the whole flight. Well, at least my dad did.
We're in Iceland.
Upon landing in Iceland, we rented a car and off we went to our first destination, Grindavik. So, for Italians, one of the things that it's very important is coffee in the morning. And my father brought the whole kit from Italy. My dad freaked out about the shared bathroom. The goal was to get up early and drive towards the Blue Lagoon and enjoy a few hours of relaxation inside this 800 years old volcanic pool of natural blue water. It's really cold. So my dad and I are doing some beauty treatments right now. I need to be pretty. Una little sauna. Uguale. Wow. My father is a little bit shocked by the prices here in Iceland. A jacket, which in Italy cost like maybe 200, 250, here was 1,200 euros. As soon as we hit the road, we were amazed by the beautiful yet desolated landscape of Iceland. So we've been driving for about half an hour already and we just stopped to look at these mountains because the nature around this place is just amazing. Look at this. The next destination was Reykjavik. In all honesty, this city deserves a vlog of its own. We just spent a day and a half there, and looking back, this might have been a mistake. The hotel was one of the coolest hotels that I've ever visited. Its design, the contrast between the interiors and the exteriors, as well as the location, a true Nordic experience. I should have recorded a little video of this room before we used it, but so we got a double bed, a little like reading corner with my dad getting ready. It's a sexy beast. Little entrance area with like hangers and stuff. Beautiful bathroom. Super selection of soaps, conditioner, great coffee machine with Italian coffee. And that's the view from our room. Nothing special, but this is what 200 euros in Reykjavik can get you. The place I wanted to visit the most in Reykjavik was the Harpa building by Henning Larsen Architects. The look of this building blends with the surrounding landscape. It looks like a volcanic crystal sitting on the water. The interior space is designed in a very elegant way. The subtle, dark colors and the huge atrium put the human scale under a whole different perspective. We are inside the ARPA building and I've only seen pictures on magazines of this building, and actually being inside, I don't think no architectural photography can do any justice to the quality of these interior spaces. The outer skin of this building is a masterpiece of its own. Reykjavik is a wonderful city, cold in temperature but with a very warm heart. People are friendly and the architecture is very interesting. Also, I should mention, it rains all the time.
Like, all the time.
Leaving Reykjavik, we started to drive north, going to Stykkishólmur.
We're going in a bridge under the water.
From there we visited Grundarfjörður and the Kirkjullfoss, a waterfall just nearby.
It's really pretty and all, but it's so windy. They told us, you know, summer is over. And I said, when was summer over? And they told me, yeah, like yesterday. So we basically came the day after summer was over. And now it's rainy, it's cold, it's windy. And we're walking just to go and take some pictures because the nature, of course, you know, deserves it. My dad is walking so fast, like so excited and so enthusiastic about the whole thing. Makes me happy, you know, because I never know if what we do, it's actually interesting for him.
From there we set out to drive to Keldudal farm. The whole drive took us 5.5 hours. It was mainly gravel road and plain open nature. We also got lost a few times. The place was located in the middle of a delta of a river, and around us there was nothing.
Ottimo.
My dad brought Italian food. He's the best.
Ooh. Like a slice of pizza made of cheese.
The next day we drove to Mjøvatn and we stopped at Akureyri and Godafoss.
Okay, that's impressive. You see that one? The volcano of Mjøvatn. We're now going up the Verfell crater. My dad is behind me. Papa? We made it to the top! Good morning! Good morning, Mjøvatn. It's not what it looks like. We are in Mjøvatn. It's full of like mosquitoes. We're sitting in the middle of this crater and we're currently packing because we're heading east. We still haven't planned what we're gonna do today specifically. But I'm very excited and this tour of Iceland continues.
After staying at Mjøvatn, we drove to Egilsstadir. And then we went hiking up the Litlandsfoss mountain to look at the main waterfall.
Yes, we made it. Do you feel accomplished, Papa? I'm trying to teach my dad a little bit of English, yes. But I have no hopes.
The next day we drove to Kalfafellstaður and made a stop in Djúpavogur to get lunch at a place called Vidbogin. We also stopped to take a boat tour on a lake full of icebergs to learn a bit more about the geography of the place.
Today we're gonna do a little bit of iceberg watching, which, you know, eventually we can tick off our bucket list.
We look like dorks.
Pronto, splash!
I'm eating Icelandic ice.
Tastes like regular ice.
The next 2 days we drove to Vik and then to Gullfoss for a few days full of nature activities with a visit to the two of the biggest waterfalls in Iceland, Skogafoss and Godafoss.
I'm not sure how to describe this because it's like a wall of water coming down. Probably the best scientific explanation I can come up with when talking about waterfalls. waterfall in Iceland. Reliable sources told us that this is the biggest waterfall in Iceland. However, reliable sources have always told us that all the waterfalls we visited until now were the biggest in Iceland. So we don't really trust the reliable sources anymore.
Making a travel video of this trip was really not an easy task. My dad and I went there with the pure intention to make some good memories for ourselves, and in a way I think we were very successful. Iceland is a beautiful place where nature is the absolute main actor. You will not find many fancy spots, luxurious retreats or any special man-made wonders, but you will be driving for hours and hours from a place to another, wondering if the random waterfall on the side of the road is a place of national interest or just the next beautiful thing given to us by Mother Nature. You will find yourself walking on endless stretches of volcanic rock. You will be climbing mountains and enjoy a view over a deserted landscape. You will see beautiful weird cars, train monuments, wrecks of airplanes, ships, bridges, everything that reminds us of how difficult life might have been living on the surface of this land in the past. Also, you will be amazed by how people in this country fight the grayness of the skies by putting color basically on everything. You will enjoy the landscape, you will look at the horizon line, wondering where does this place end. You will feel the thrill of walking on a dormant volcano, wondering when it will erupt next. You will stare at the mouth of a geyser, asking yourself, when will it explode again? And when it will, oh boy, you will be amazed. You will look at the top of a glacier and you will ask yourself, how do people manage to survive in such areas? How do they manage to get across a place like this? You will stand on the top of a lighthouse and look at the open cold ocean where the sand is black and where rocks stand tall and proud like warriors of the sea. At this point you might be curious as of which part of this trip did I enjoy the most. Was it the nature? Was it the adventure component? The driving around on endless roads? Was it the activities that we did? Or maybe was it the social aspect of how secluded these people live on this land? Well, for sure, without a doubt, it was all of these things plus this. They say that to pursue happiness in life, you have to work hard and focus on the things that you want to achieve. I believe that the trick with happiness is that you have to appreciate the things that you already have, because the things that you already have, more often than not, are already perfect.